Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late May, early June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you this week. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me about Taurus here. And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you could lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock. What do we got for Taurus, please, my gods? Let's get this first card out here nice and quick. Get this process moving. Okay, so we've been seeing a lot of Fool card energy here in all the earth signs this week, and it's showing up for you front and center, which can be good, but there could be a caution when this type of energy shows up. Before we fully dive into that though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's have a look. So in this oracle deck, I'm not sure if anybody could notice, but there are literally 3 different renditions of the Fool card underneath this person. So when I see this, obviously we think of all those Fool card archetypes. Maybe you're connected to an Aries, maybe you're on the cusp of Aries, right? Since you are a Taurus. If not, when I see this, I think of new journeys, new paths, new possibilities. Usually very good and promising for the future that's to come, taking those first steps. In the inverse, this could be a warning against being too spontaneous, right? Like doing unplanned things or acting too rashly when this card shows up. So Spirit might be saying like, hey, slow and steady, don't do anything too outside of yourself. When this card shows out, calm, serene is the way. This is usually a very positive card though. Sometimes it could also represent somebody who's a little nervous to take a leap of faith as well. But we're just going to put that down there. Let's get into tarot. As I always say, that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness rolling in. So let's get it going here. What do we got for Taurus, please? My God, it's late May, early June. So last week's reading was titled A Massive Win. It was absolutely beautiful. And I will say this, there's been a lot of positivity in Taurus readings in the last few weeks. So hopefully you've been leaning into it. Hopefully life's been good. Even if there's been some challenges, some ups and downs, I hope everything has been okay. But we're going to see how the energy goes this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, right? We could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. But last week was looking really nice. Let's get you 3 cards. What do we got for Taurus, please? Late May, early June. I mean, we are just coming out of Taurus season, right? I hope you all had a fabulous birthday. Okay, 8 of Cups. Here's more of that action. So we started the oracles with an action-oriented one. We got the 8 of Cups in position number 1. Walking away from something there. Let's get you 2 more. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to mean that, but we're starting with action, okay? Let's keep it going. What do we got for Taurus, please? Thank you. Yeah, more Aries energy showing up. We got the Emperor in position number 2. Let's get these cards straightened out for my friends. One more. What do we got for Taurus, please? So control, maybe, hopefully that's not like a challenge or a hurdle standing in your way. Okay, yeah, you're going to have a bonus as well. We have the 8 of Wands here on the back end. I saw something very, very similar in the Libra reading. So if you're connected to a Libra or going through issues with the Libra, you might want to check that reading as well after this. But you also have the 6 of Cups as a bonus right here on the back end. Another repeat thing. So Taurus, I will say this. Like the activities of others might be affecting you a lot, because a lot of the things I'm seeing in your reading are repeats of other signs I've been seeing this week, which is interesting to say the least. Now let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff going. At first glance, when I look down here, obviously I noticed the repeating 8s. We have the 8 of Cups, we have the 8 of Wands. So Spirit might be trying to talk to you through the numbers, the repeating numbers, the omens. Very powerful Emperor Aries type of energy. So this could represent a fire burning within you. Everyone knows that Taurus is right next to Aries in the zodiac. So those 2 signs do share some similarities, right? And I know let's just go through one by one, right? Because there's a lot of action happening around this Emperor, okay? And to me, it did feel like someone's trying to move or move away from something, and there's a little bit of a roadblock. So hopefully you're not in the eye of some sort of storm, all right? Because that could be a possibility for some of you. There could just be a challenge you're dealing with. But position number one, the Eight of Cups. Like I said, to me, it's an action card. You see this person there, they're walking away from those cups. So in our context, yes, we could be starting with action, movement, change. For a portion of you, yeah, maybe there's something in your life that you're trying to sever ties with or cut away, right? Whether it's a person, whether it's a behavior, whatever it might be, this is movement. We're trying to change something up. But there's also mystery because this card is in the dark. It does have the moon. So we're going to want to see what's up. In its roughest sense, this could represent abandonment. We're feeling abandoned in some sort of way. So we'll see what's up with that. Now, the reason I said it feels like there's a challenge is because if you look at how the energy is flowing here, this Eight of Cups walks smack dab into the Emperor, that big authority figure type of energy. It's very firm and immovable. So hopefully you're not running up into challenges or feel like there's things that are insurmountable. But the Emperor, if it's not an Aries or Aries energy within you, if you're holding that Aries energy, it might be a little more fiery than normal, right? You might have a lot more get up and go, a little more temperamental or just super motivated, which can be a good thing, right? Some of you might just be extra motivated. But when we see this Emperor, we think of, the inverse of the Empress energy. This could be authority figures. This could be older male figures, father figures, but it's a shot caller type of energy. In its roughest, more challenging sense, the Emperor could represent control, or somebody trying to control what you do, or you trying to control a situation. So there's a lot happening here. There's also things connected to, material world as well with this Emperor. But moving to the back end, we have a card of communication. We have the Eight of Wands, another action card. So moving into and away from this Emperor, we have action. This repeating 8, let me just get this lined up there so it doesn't ruin everything. So the Eight of Wands, it's one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire deck. You see those 8 arrows just cutting through the sky. This can speak about communication, talks, messages. So we might want to see what this is about. Someone might be hitting you up. You might be having very intriguing talks and conversations. The clarifier will really tell us the tale. But once again, this is action. This is movement. This is change. It's fiery. And with all the action cards, it could represent distance and travel as well. Okay, so as you see, there's so many different things that we could be taking a look at here this week. Now, right here on the back end, we have the Six of Cups. This is another repeat card that I saw this week in a few different readings. It's a blast from the past. It's a connection to the past. You might be reminiscing or thinking about things. This could represent soul connections and soul ties and bonds, people that we have a lot of history with. But we think of the past when this card shows up. So there might be something about what you're going through currently that connects to the past in some sort of way. Let's dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, we're going to get a good shuffle here and see what's going on for Taurus. Guys, what's up? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Eight of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Taurus, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Eight of Cups. What's this about? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, if you've been feeling rough recently or dealing with a tough situation or trying to get over something, you might just be over it. Okay, that's just the first thing that's popping in my head is I'm just over it. I'm over this, I'm over it. The Five of Cups in reverse, it's I don't want to feel this way anymore. Moving towards the positive. That's a big thing. Now, yes, we could still be seeing somebody a little frustrated. There might be certain frustrating situations, frustrating issues that you might be dealing with. I could see that here. But the main thing I'm feeling intuitively is someone saying, I'm over it, right? I'm tired of feeling this way. I need to get up and keep it moving and get over it. I mean, that's the best thing I'm saying. So there may have been something that's been nagging at you for quite a while, and you're just done. We're going to keep moving. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I'll take the message that I get and let's just keep moving. Of course, it can mean other things. but I do have this want to feel better, right? So let's go in on this Emperor. Like I said, there could be frustrating or serious issues and situations as well. We'll see how it unfolds as we keep going. What do we got? What do we got here with this Emperor, please? Thank you. You might feel like we have the 10 of Cups in reverse, and intuitively, like your cards are speaking to me big time. You might feel like there's a certain individual or something that's standing in the way of your happiness. Right? Like either a certain individual or some sort of situation. It's like, all right, if this got resolved or if this wasn't standing in my way, then I could really, truly be happy with this 10 of Cups in reverse under the Emperor. For a portion of you, you might just have a very salty, angry Aries, right? It could be a family member with this alignment or just someone you're linked to, like they're a little disgruntled. But when I see the 10 of Cups in reverse under this and the way this reading has been rolling through, there is a roadblock, right? You might feel as if there is someone or something standing in the way of you and being truly happy, right? Like that's just the vibe I'm getting. If not you, that could be how someone you're connected to is feeling, right? Like there's this roadblock that is in between us for whatever reason, okay? I'm not going to overcomplicate it. It is what it is. Let's keep moving. Or this could be an angry authority figure as well, like someone who's not too happy. But still, once again, I'm still getting that vibe that there could be various things that you feel like they're roadblocks, like frustrations and little things that could be resolved. Like, I don't feel like these are things that couldn't be resolved. Let's see what's up with that 8 of Wands, then we'll do a recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is this 8 of Wands here for Taurus? Thank you. King of Wands in reverse. Very similar energy to this Emperor, but now it's showing up in reverse here. Oh man. Okay. You might want to, or you might really tell someone off with this type of energy, my friends. I'm getting like this vibe here, so watch out for that. Some of you might have some like verbal altercations in this time. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, I feel like that is generally a card of somebody like losing control a little bit or just letting it rip. Right? Normally the King of Wands, if this isn't a fire sign that you're having issues with, so for a lot of Tauruses could be bumping heads with fire signs, but aside from that, I do feel like this is someone who's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to let it rip. I'm going to let him have it. So watch out. There could be some sort of explosive, volatile talk, like an explosive talk or conversation, or you possibly telling somebody off. If you've been holding something in and it's been bubbling and bubbling and bubbling, this tells me that that could come to the surface in communication form. So there is a big possibility of like getting fed up. Like I said from the very beginning, like someone feeling over it, someone feeling like there's a blockage. You might really like tell someone what it is. So let's go through and do a quick recap here. Interesting stuff. There's a lot of volatility here this week, Taurus, so do with that what you will, whether you or someone else. But if you look here in the box, position number 1, we have repeating 8s in this spread. We have a lot of cup energy. We have a lot of fire energy. This is very passionate, emotional energy this week. But we have the 8 of Cups with the 5 of Cups in reverse. The first thing that popped into my head is someone saying, like, you know what? I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm over it. Whatever that might be to you. Like, this is someone just saying, like, yeah, I just don't want to feel like it no more. Possibly trying to improve that situation, and I started getting the little feelings of somebody running into like frustrating issues or situations here that can be overcome. But in the center we have the Emperor with the 10 of Cups in reverse. Hey, if you're not dealing with a disgruntled fire sign or a disgruntled power figure, this is someone feeling like there is something standing in between them and happiness, or there is like some sort of barrier. Like, listen, if I could just get over this barrier, or if this thing could just get the hell out of my way, then I could finally be happy. So do with that what you will. Moving to the back end, we have the 8 of Wands with the King of Wands in reverse, this fiery, explosive talk type of energy. You might let someone have it. You might lose your temper, or vice versa. Like, it's very fiery here on the back end. And once again, all fire, all water. These are very passionate energies. So please take a screenshot of that and look into them further if you want. I'm going to get you a shadow card here. So let's see what's in the shadows for my Taurus people. And I see Taurus as one of the calm, serene types of signs. A lot of people think I'm a Taurus, but I mean, this doesn't feel like the Taurus energy that I'm used to. Like, this feels a little more volatile. So let's get you one shadow card, though. Because for some of you, we might be talking about a whole different person. But let's see what's up with this. Let's get you one for Taurus. What's in the shadows? Okay. Karmic energy. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the shadows. Yeah, losing patience. That's a big thing, especially in the context of the spread we were just looking at. Like, your patience could just be running thin here when this card shows up in the shadows. Usually this is a card of waiting, reaping what you sow, connecting to nature, and just waiting patiently for something to finish growing and doing its thing. But when I see the Seven of Pentacles as a shadow, it's like impatience. Like, yeah, I'm done waiting. I'm tired of waiting around for this to improve, whatever it might be. For a portion of you, it could just be Spirit saying, okay, you're working through some sort of karmic lesson or karmic cycle as well. So do with that what you will, Taurus. Very, very interesting reading from top to bottom this week. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. For the May subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 boxes of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is an awesome deck. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one spoke to you the most. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I will announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.